Hi, Dee Dee Ladybug. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Um, I would love it if you would subscribe and also hit the like button. And if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to go ahead and leave them in the comments section below. Pardon me. I want to let you know this will also be listed in my Etsy shop. And well, let's step right on into it. This measures 5 by 8 and it has 3 signatures. 16, well, it's 8, and then it's 32 pages per signature. Wait, is that right? Or is it 16? I think it's 16. And then there's 3 signatures. This is the tassel I made with all the pieces of lace and trim and everything that are actually inside the book, with a little bit of extra pieces of ribbon. This is a little charm that I've had for a very long time that I thought I'd go ahead and add. And a pink glass bead, and then some little beads here. And this is just regular seam binding. It's not tea dyed or coffee dyed. I just like the way the white looked on the red. Okay. And this I made all myself, the cover and everything. It's the Tim Holt grunge paper, is that what they called it? Grunge board, I'm sorry. I have like 10 packs of them that I bought at Joann's years and years ago, and I spent like $1 per pack of 10. So I got to start using it up. I've got to stop hoarding. That's what I really have to stop doing. Okay, so pardon me. So I've had some scrap paper for a really long time, and on one page it had all these different designs, and one day I just started fussy cutting a bunch of them out, and this happens to be one of them. A piece of paper, and I sewed around this pocket, and then I glued it. And this is a newer paper pad that I got. I'm pretty sure it'll either be Michael's or Joann's. I tend not to buy too much of my paper. The Hobby Lobby that we have in our town, it just doesn't really ever catch my eye too often. The Christmas pads are good, but not their paper pads. So most of the paper pads I get are either Michael's or Joann's. I did coffee dye a big piece of paper, and I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if it'll translate. Not really, but there's like little pictures of doilies on this paper that I coffee dyed. And this is a cutout from one of the paper pads that I've had for a really long time. Beverly's in my area went out of business, and kind of sad because I could go over there and get some pretty good deals, but not anymore. And my daughter recently cleaned out her closet, and she used to wear this really pretty lace shirt underneath her dress coat, and she said, "Mom, I don't want it anymore." So I went ahead and cut it up for this one. And I didn't, this is another coffee dye paper. I didn't put something in every one of these little tuck spots, so I wanted to leave it open and available for whoever decides to purchase it and bring it to a good home. They can do what they want with those little tuck spots. Just a piece of paper, one of my die cuts, and this is coffee dye. It's really thick paper, and each one of these envelopes here are from an old Martha Stewart paper pad. Pardon me. And in each one of the envelopes is a piece of coffee dye paper that I've also inked up. And I put this ribbon tape because it's sticky on the back, so it's really neat. But each one of them has a little bit different style on it. But they all are the same on the inside. And then I don't know if any of you have heard of Wish.com, but I bought a bunch of these paper clips for $1 on Wish.com. And I gotta use those up too. Pardon me. This is a newer paper pad, a glassine bag that is taped down. And I did leave this open so that you can put something in there if you want. This is also coffee dyed and sewn. And this is sewn on too. Another piece of coffee dyed. A little scrap paper I've had forever. It's just really cute. Kind of looked like a sewing instructions or something. And then this piece of paper, it's really thick, as you can hear. But I experimented on doing some coffee dyeing. And I took a little dessert bowl and put it down and sprayed it. And then put it in the oven real quick. And that's what came out. I thought it turned out really cute. And then I just got a new die set, and they're doilies. Well, they look like doilies, and they're coming, I think there's 6 sizes. That's one of the sizes. And just a die cut of paper, double-sided. And this does pull out. This is sewn, and it's paper, some eyelash trim, and this really pretty crochet trim that I didn't realize I had. And here's the middle of the signature. This is some crochet lace, and then underneath is a little hidden piece of fabric. Pardon me. Just a tag. I just like that it looks like it has stitching on the side. I don't know if you can see that. And Project Life. I didn't sew it all the way tight. I just did it around the edges and left this loose, and then sewed that on. And you'll see throughout that I did kind of go around the edges a couple of times. I just was having some fun sewing. And these are both coffee dyed. This one I roughed up the edges and inked. And here's a pink little glass bead. These beads were loose, and I literally had to make I'm not sure what the name of it is. It's like a little stem that goes through, and then put the ring on it. And these are the little tiny Tim Holtz paper clips. Pardon me. This plain is glued all the way down, but this one is a pocket in the front. And some of the crochet trim. That's the other side of that page. Some tags, and these are sewed up and down the middle, and I inked both of these. And here's another tuck spot, and here is another tuck spot. Here's another one of those envelopes. This is a cut apart on a page of that Martha Stewart pad that I had, and they look like little stamps. That was cute. And again, this has the piece of paper tucked into it. How cute that coffee dye turned out. This is just an old cut apart from old piece of paper that I've had forever and ever. Pardon me. And this is the second signature. And I don't know if you noticed, but this had a lot of reds in it. And the middle will have a lot of like blues and turquoises. And the end will have the green. And this is a piece of coffee dye papers that I got at Joann's. And they're just a bunch of cut aparts. And this one is also another cut apart from a very old pad of paper. And I roughed it up and made it look vintage, and then inked around it as well. And just a tag, regular. And this is coffee dyed here. Some Project Life cards. Tacked behind a gold doily. And just a little tiny cut apart, like a little note or something. And then there's the blue bead for the blue section. Little tiny baby tags. Journaling spots. This is like a piece of vellum that is completely glued down, but oh, so pretty. Coffee dyed. Pardon me. And these are just put together with a piece of string, so you can always separate them out and put them somewhere else in the book. And these are also sewed. And a little hidden piece of fabric under there. That's also coffee dyed. And another cutout of that piece of paper. This is coffee dyed, little scrap piece. And these are both coffee dyed. This is just a piece of paper and it's sewn all the way around. Pardon me. These are also coffee dyed. These tags I've had for, I can't even tell you how long. I can't tell you because I don't know. I've had them forever and ever. And these are just tags from Staples that I coffee dyed. And as I mentioned in the book, in the front, this is one of those other pieces that I cut out. And a paper bag. This paper bag I got a long time ago from Saw Crafters. I don't think she's on YouTube anymore. Very talented gal, but I think she's doing something a little bit different now. This one's inked up. And then this is the third signature. This page is coffee dyed. Another one of those envelopes. And then there is the green bead. It's beautiful. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer so you can see that. Oh, it's just so pretty. And this also has another one of those pieces of papers that I mentioned before in there. This is coffee dyed. Another pocket. Pocket here. And like I mentioned, I did go around them, you know, just a couple times, make it look a little more textured. More coffee dyed. I don't know if you can see how you see the lines there. When I coffee dyed this paper, this plain paper, I put it on cookie racks, you know, the cooling racks that you use, and I pressed them together and put them in the oven, and it put some little bit of lines in there, gave it a little bit of texture. I love this page. Because this just looks so 60s and vintage. As you can see, I sewed it. Let's see if it shows up. There you go. Used a different stitch. And then again, the center of the signature. And then there's that other page. I just like how it turned out. And then I stitched the top and the bottom of the belly bands. Just a little scrap that I had coffee dyed. A plain piece of scrap paper, a little bit of lace on here, or crochet trim. This is a coffee dyed little coin envelope, and I did leave it empty, but you know, doesn't have to stay empty. It could be a little love note to someone, a friend, or you know, someone else. Pardon me. Another glassine coffee dyed. And then as you can see, I went around a few times on that. craft doily. And then there's another piece of lace for my daughter's shirt. And another one of those die cuts, just a different size. And this piece is a scrap paper, coffee dyed. One of a kind. A die cut from a package from Joann's. And then I went around and just edged this. Inked it. I mean, not edged it, inked it. These are both coffee dyed. This is that thick paper too. Paper is so pretty. And then here's some more of those die cuts that were off the one sheet of that scrap paper that I was mentioning. And this is Project Life card. And that's the last page. One of my little bow punches. And that's the back of it. And this, I gave plenty of room on the seam binding. If you need more room, you can always untie it and then, you know, just tie it back up and put it on the hitch post here. And that's the journal. I sure hope you like it. There'll be some extra goodies if you do decide to purchase it. I'm going to give you a sneak peek. Here's the bag it'll come in. And there's some of the stuff in there. Oh, okay, that's all you get, just a sneak peek. And here's another bag that will come with it, and some stuff in there as well. And again, thank you so much for watching. And again, I hope you subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you. Bye-bye.